Good morning, my dear students. I welcome to all of you to this session of refrigeration and air conditioning. You know that this is your module number 4 under this refrigeration and air conditioning. So, this is the part, the module number, your module number 4 review of psychometry and air conditioning process, comfort air conditioning, and cooling load calculation, application of AC system. Okay, so these are under syllabus. So we will be discussing psychometry. What is psychometry? What is the definition of psychometry? What is dry bulb temperature? What is wet bulb temperature? What is sensible heating? What is sensible cooling? That part will be discussed in this lecture. So first of all, you need to know what is the definition of psychometry. So before coming to the discussion of psychometric chart, you need to know the psychometric definition of psychometry. So basically, it is the psychometry. It is the art of measuring the moisture content of air. It is termed as psychometry, or we can say that the science which investigate the thermal properties of moist air considers the measurement and control of the moisture content of air and studies the effect of atmospheric moisture on material and human comfort may properly be termed as psychometry. So it is basically investigating the thermal properties of moist air and considers the measurement and control of the moisture content of air and studies the effect of the atmospheric moisture on material and human comfort may properly be termed as psychometry. Okay, so in this psychometry, where you know that the air consists of the fixed gases, mainly nitrogen, oxygen, and some mixture of water vapor mixture, and rest of the thing it is negligible. So in atmospheric air, water is always present, isn't it? So we always see there is some water molecule, water particle, and its relative weight averages less than 1% of the weight of the atmospheric air in temperature temperate climate and less than 3% by weight under the most extreme natural climate condition. It is basically one of the most important factor in human comfort and has significant effect on many material. Its effect on human activity is in fact altogether disappropriate to it to its relative weight. So when the particular air molecule, inside the air molecule, we will see that there is some uh, water particle. Now this water particle, it is whether it is saturated or unsaturated, depending upon that we can say this relative humidity of the atmosphere is this and this. Okay, so the psychometric chart, it is basically determining that the whether the sensible heating process is going on, whether it is dry bulb temperature, what is the wet bulb temperature, how we can calculate what is specific weight, what is sensible heating, sensible cooling, humidification, dehumidification. This part or all this part will be discussed here. So in this diagram, the psychometric chart, you can see the horizontal line, it is determining the dry bulb temperature scale. So from 20 degree centigrade to 155 degree centigrade, so dry bulb temperature. So the dry bulb temperature line, the vertical line is called your dry bulb temperature line. Okay, and the horizontal and here you can see the wet bulb temperature line that is shown here. Okay, what is wet bulb temperature line? I'm coming after relative humidity. So in the psychometric chart, these are the terms or terminology which will be coming. So what is relative humidity? 80%, 45%, 20%. Okay, that relative humidity we can determine by the help of the psychometric chart. Next, it will be the humidity ratio. What is humidity ratio? That can be your calculated from here. Here you can see the dew point line. What is dew point line? It will be discussed also. Specific enthalpy. The line, red color line, it is called your specific enthalpy line. Next, specific volume. So specific volume line you can see 15, 12. So this is your specific volume. Now in the psychometric chart, these are the terminology which will come. So one by one it will be discussed. So before discussing this psychometric chart, you need to know some definition, some basic terminology. In this psychometric chart, you will see that the horizontal line is called your dry bulb temperature. Now, what do you mean by dry bulb temperature? It is the temperature of air as registered by an ordinary thermometer. So the atmospheric temperature, whatever the atmospheric temperature right now, that is called your dry bulb temperature. Okay, so an ordinary thermometer, what is registering the temperature, that is called your dry bulb temperature. And in this psychometric chart, the horizontal line is basically what happened. Now what is the when this horizontal line is showing the dry bulb temperature scale, and the vertical line is called your dry bulb temperature line. Okay, so you can see as we are moving towards right, so the dry bulb temperature is increasing, and if I am moving towards left, the dry bulb temperature will in decreasing order. Next is your wet bulb temperature. What do you mean by wet bulb temperature? The wet bulb temperature, it is the temperature registered by a thermometer when the bulb is covered by a wetted wick and is exposed to a current of rapid moving air. Again, the wet bulb temperature, it is a temperature registered by a your thermometer here when the bulb is covered by a wetted wick, means the thermometer is covered by some wet cloth. Okay, so at that time, whatever the temperature we are getting, that is called your wet bulb temperature. Okay, so in this psychometric chart, you can see the inclined line, it is showing the wet bulb line. Okay, so by the help of this wet bulb and this psychometric chart, it can be determined whether it is the wet bulb temperature is increasing or decreasing and whatever. So this is all about the wet bulb temperature. Now, so here in this slide we will be discussing what is psychometry, properties of psychometry, psychometric process, psychometric chart, and all this. And first of all, already I have told you the definition of psychometry. So psychometry is the science dealing with the physical laws of air, water, vapor mixture. Okay, so in the air you will see that water vapor mixture are there. Now the according to the how much water vapor are there, what is the temperature of that particular atmosphere, what is your dew point temperature, what is dry bulb temperature, what is wet bulb temperature, specific humidity. Okay, then relative humidity, sensible heating, say latent heat, enthalpy, these all are the terms which are very very important to know about the psychometry, basically this part is belong to the whether your moisture, that means that it is basically determine the weather condition, whether it is wet weather or in rainy season or summer or winter season. Okay, so depending upon the your season, the weather condition differs, you know. So when designing an air conditioning system, the temperature and moisture content of the air to be conditioned, and the same properties of the air needed to produce the desired air conditioning effect. And in other words, we can say that psychometry is the study of moist air or mixture of dry air and water vapor. Okay, so again I am telling you, the psychometry is the study of moist air or mixture of dry air and water vapor. So let us discuss the properties of psychometry. What are the properties? Dew point temperature, relative humidity, humidity ratio, dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, humidity. Humidity means your specific humidity, absolute humidity, psychometric ratio. So these are the properties of the psychometry. So one by one we will be discussing. Very important, and you need to know this part, because everywhere it is needed when you are we study the psychometric part. Okay. Now the temperature, dew point means the temperature at which moisture starts to condense out of the air is known as dew point. Okay, dew point is also known as saturation temperature. So dew point temperature is determined by moving from a state point horizontally to the left along lines of the constant humidity ratio until the upper curved saturation temperature boundary is reached. Okay, so the dew point temperature is basically condensation. Here condensation occurs at the dew point temperature always. That means it is basically what happened the in your in morning. Okay, in very morning you can see that the in your grass, leaf of grass, you will see some water droplet is there, and that is because of the dew point temperature condensation occurs in this temperature. Okay, so that is why it is called dew point temperature. And in the psychometric chart we will see what is dew point temperature. It is, and also it can be it can be defined as the dew point temperature. It is the temperature to which air must be cooled at constant pressure in order to cause condensation. Okay, so in this figure you can see the liquid droplet. This is because of the dew point temperature. Okay, so here basically it is a temperature in which air must be cooled at constant pressure in order to cause the condensation of any of its water vapor, and it is equal to steam table saturation temperature corresponding to the actual partial pressure of water in the air. So that is your called dew point temperature, TDP. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now in the psychometric chart we will again discuss this part, what is dew point temperature. Now let us discuss about the relative humidity. What do you mean by relative humidity? It is the ratio of the partial pressure of water vapor in the mixer to the saturated partial pressure at the dry bulb temperature, expressed in as percentage. Okay, so the amount of moisture that is given that a given amount of air is holding by amount of moisture that a given amount of air can hold. Okay, so let us consider in air 50% water are there, and but the 100% is it is not 100%. So relative humidity, basically the ratio of partial pressure of water vapor in the mixer to the saturated partial pressure at the dry bulb temperature. Okay, now what is dry bulb temperature? The temperature, it is the temperature of air as registered by an ordinary thermometer. Okay, so this is called your dry bulb temperature, the temperature registered by an ordinary thermometer, that means the atmospheric temperature. Okay, so I hope it is clear what is relative humidity, partial pressure of water vapor in the mixer to the saturated partial pressure at the dry bulb temperature. Okay, now the humidity ratio, again very important term here. What is humidity ratio? So the humidity ratio, basically actual weight of water in an air water vapor mixture and amount of moisture per unit of dry air, can be defined as the W is equal to m by z, and this is also called humidity ratio. So in the specific humidity, you know the mass of water vapor by mass of dry air, and the humidity ratio is basically this m by z, that is your mass of the water vapor. Okay, actual weight of the weight of water in an air vapor mixture by amount of the moisture per unit of dry air. Okay, so the now the let us discuss the dry bulb temperature here. So dry bulb temperature is basically it is the temperature indicated by a thermometer exposed to the air in a place sheltered from direct solar radiation. The term dry bulb is customarily added to the temperature to distinguish it from wet bulb and dew point temperature. Okay, now what is wet bulb temperature? Wet bulb temperature is the temperature recorded by thermometer when the bulb is in, enveloped by cotton wick saturated with water, and the accuracy of the of a simple wet bulb thermometer depends on how fast air passes over the bulb and how well the thermometer is shielded from the radiant temperature of its surrounding. This is called wet bulb temperature. So the thermometer, you can see in the thermometer, if it is placed in dry space, then it is the temperature registered by the thermometer is called your dry bulb temperature. Now the wet bulb temperature is your it is measured when the, you can see the in the thermometer some wet cotton wick is covered in the thermometer, and this cotton wick is inside this cotton wick, that the weight, this cotton wick is wet in nature. Now whatever the temperature registered here, that temperature is called your wet bulb temperature. Okay, now let us discuss about the humidity. Humidity is humidity, there is a specific humidity and absolute humidity. Okay, so specific humidity means specific humidity is defined as the proportion of the mass of water vapor per unit weight per unit mass of the moist air sample, uh, dry air plus the water vapor. It is closely related to humidity ratio and always lower in the value. So humidity is specific humidity. It is also determine the mass of the water vapor by mass of dry air. So mv by ma, that is your specific humidity, mass of water vapor by mass of dry air. Okay, and denoted by capital W, mv by ma, and ma is equal to what? Your pa, that is your atmospheric pressure. Sorry, partial pressure of dry air, pa into v by r into ra into t. Ra is the characteristic gas constant. Okay, so The specific humidity is basically determined the how much amount mass of water vapor are there in mass of the dry air. Okay, so let us consider in atmosphere there are 50 kg of water vapor, and the total dry air is the 100 kg. So what is the specific humidity? Is your specific humidity is 0.5. Okay, so this is how you can calculate. Now the absolute humidity, let us discuss absolute velocity. The mass of water vapor per unit volume of air containing the water vapor. This quantity is also known as the water vapor density. Okay. Now the psychrometric ratio. If I'm defining the psychrometric ratio, then the psychrometric ratio is the ratio of the heat transfer coefficient to the product of mass transfer coefficient and humid heat at a weighted surface. It may be evaluated with the following equation. This is the equation: R is equal to Hc by Ky Cs, where R is the psychrometric ratio, this is dimensionless, and Hc is the convective heat transfer coefficient, and Un is your watt meters per meter square Kelvin, and Ky is the convective mass transfer coefficient, and Cs is the humid heat. Okay, so this is how you can calculate. So psychrometric process, the sensible heating, sensible cooling, dehumidification, humidification, adiabatic cooling, adiabatic mixing. Okay, it will be discussed, but the some other terminology you need to know, that is your enthalpy, latent heat. Okay, so these are the terminology. Adiabatic saturation temperature. So these are the terminology you need to know. So first of all, what do we mean by the adiabatic saturation temperature? Let us discuss. The it is the basically the adiabatic saturation temperature. It is the temperature at which the water or ice can saturate air by evaporating adiabatically into it. Okay. Again, what is adiabatic saturation temperature? It is the temperature at which the water or ice can saturate air by evaporating adiabatically into it, and it is numerically equivalent to the measured wet bulb temperature. Okay, you know that the measured as corrected in if necessary the radiation and conduction you can take. Okay, so the it is the temperature at which the water or ice can saturate air by evaporating adiabatically into it. Okay, this is called adiabatic saturation temperature. Next point, that is your wet bulb depression. What do you mean by wet bulb depression? And it is the difference between dry bulb and wet bulb temperature. This is called wet bulb depression. Okay, next point you need to know, that is your specific humidity or humidity ratio. It is already I told you that it is the ratio of mass of water vapor per unit mass of dry air in the mixture of vapor and air, and it is generally expressed as the gram of water vapor per kg of dry air, and for a given barometer pressure it is the function of dew point temperature alone. Okay, relative humidity, already told you that it is the ratio of partial pressure of water vapor in the mixture to the saturated partial pressure at the dry bulb temperature, expressed as percentage. Now the sensible heating. What do you mean by sensible heating? The sensible heating, it is the heat that changes the temperature of a substance when added or abstracted from it. Sensible heating, in this figure you can see the some heat is added It is the addition of heat to moist air without the addition of moisture. And what happened in the psychrometric chart, you can see the temperature is, dry bulb temperature is increasing if I am just adding sensible heat. What do you mean by latent heat? Latent heat, it is the heat that does not affect the temperature but changes the state of a substance when added to or abstracted from it. So here the temperature is not changing. What is happening instead of changing of temperature? Here the phase is changing. That means it is basically what happened. The from liquid to gas or from gas to solid, like this, the by the help of the, you can see by the help of the latent heat. That means if I'm extracting or if I'm giving this heat, latent heat, then what happened, phase is changing. That means liquid to gas, gas to liquid, like this. Another terminology you need to know, that is your enthalpy. And what is enthalpy? It is the combination energy which represent the sum of internal uh, and flow energy in a steady flow process. It is determining from an arbitrary datum point for the air mixture and is expressed in kilojoule per kg of the dry air. So the enthalpy is nothing but the algebraic sum of internal energy and pressure volume. So the latent heat is here. You can see in this diagram the dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, and this is your, you can see here it is your latent heat. Okay, specific heat, sorry. So specific heat, this line is your, this red line, it is your, okay. So this line is called your specific enthalpy line. Okay. So these are the terminology, very important. I hope it is clear. Again here you can see this is your psychrometric chart. This line is called your specific humidity. This is your dry bulb line. So and here you can see dry bulb temperature scale. This is your vertical line. Here the particular temperature of this particular point is can be determined by the help of the psychrometric chart. The wet bulb temperature, I told you that it is the temperature registered by the thermometer when the bulb is covered by a weighted wick or weighted cotton wick. Okay. So the line here, this line is your wet bulb temperature line. Okay. And here in 20, 40, 85, it is your wet bulb temperature scale. Here you can see the relative humidity is, you can find out by the help of this line. You can see the relative humidity. This is the relative humidity: 45% relative humidity, 80% relative humidity, 20% relative humidity. What is relative humidity? It is the ratio of the partial pressure of water vapor in the mixture to the saturated partial pressure at the dry bulb temperature, and it is always expressed in terms of percentage. Okay, so this is your 100% relative humidity, this line. Okay, and after that humidity ratio also I discussed humidity ratio. Okay, so humidity ratio, or it is that means here you can see this line here, humidity ratio, the kg of moisture per kg of dry air. That means how much kg of moisture there per kg of dry air. It is your humidity ratio. Okay. Now today, up to this, the dew point temperature also you have seen. This is your dew point temperature. It is a temperature to which air must be cooled at constant pressure in order to cause condensation of any of its water vapor. So the dew point temperature, here the dew point temperature is basically cause the condensation of any water vapor, of its water vapor. Okay. So this is the end of the video. Next class we will be discussing psychometric process. What is relations is relative humidity, degree of saturation, then a lot of things as sensible heating, cooling, humidification, all this will be discussed. So here I hope it is clear now. The now if you are having any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section, and I will get back to you. The specific enthalpy already it is discussed, specific volume. Okay, this is the reciprocal of the density. So these all are discussed. So next class we will be discussing psychometric process. So today up to this, thank you for listening. Jai.